Let's live and light the world. Let's all walk hand in hand. Together in friendship now, let us walk the road to peace. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Nembutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo We are born and given life, our own precious life, and each flower is given to its own so precious life. Yet we are like the fabled bird, yet we are like the bird whose two heads do fight, blind to the precious life shed, so wanting Mida's light. Let's live and light the world, ever kind, ever brave. Let's live and light the world with each and every day. Let us cherish each flower's life as we cherish our own life. We are born and given hearts that life fills with tears, and the river is given to life's overflow of tears. Seeing the hurt we have, seeing the hurt we've caused, seeing how we've wronged, sharing our past, our fabled bird does sing a mournful song. So live and light the tomorrow's tears. We are born and given hope of dreams shining bright, and the skies given too, the hope of dying light. Fabled bird, we heard your song. Fabled bird, we heard. Sing of hope on you. Sing of hope on you. Fly with love now in chase of dreams. Tomorrow's dreams pursue. Let's live and light the world. All our days on this land. Let's live and light the world.
Aloha kako, aloha. Welcome to Punahonganji Buddhist Temple online Wednesday service. Thank you so much for taking your time to attend this online service. Thank you so much. We'll begin our service with chanting of Vandana Ti-Sarana. So please place your hands together in Gassho. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddha Saranam Gacchami, Dhamma Saranam Gacchami, Sangha Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. So I want to share my Dharma message with you tonight. So the title of tonight's message is, Are you ashamed of me? Are you ashamed of me? So I think this is a word or a phrase. We often hear these words. Yeah, shame on you. Shame on you. I think when we see the social media or reading a newspapers, yeah, people may often use this phrase or words, shame on you. Maybe when somebody steal cars from somebody, we may say shame on you. Or if we observe some behaviors which is not right or hurting others, we may say shame on you. Yeah. So I checked the meaning of the shame on the internet. One of the definitions is like this way. So shame is a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior by oneself or others. So painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior of myself, oneself, or by others. So this is one of the definition of the shame. I think you may hear this phrase, or you may have said this word, shame on you. And then how about these words? Yeah, don't bring shame to the family. Don't bring shame to the family. So I think as I talk to members or people in Hawaii, they often tell me, yeah, way before when they were a child, we cannot bring shame to the family. Yeah, if like a certain name, like a Tomioka family did something bad on a newspaper, it is a big shame to the family. So I think they often tell me, hey, this is a word, no shame to the family. Family name and then family. Yeah. So one thing is I want to ask you is, I guess, yeah, you also listen to these words. Maybe your parents or uncle, auntie may have told this word, don't bring shame to the family. Or you may say to your children or other people, don't bring the shame to the family. So I guess, yeah, we do have experience to hear or to say these words. And then, do you think, if you think to yourself, this idea of shame on you or sense of shame or embarrassment, do you think, does it help you to shape your life? What do you think? So one of the questions I want to ask you is, so now we are living this life of 2020 in this world, in our life community. Do you think this idea of shame on you or phrase of don't bring shame to the family, do you think this idea, concept, still make a contribution to our life more better way? What do you think? Can you make a comment, yes or no? This idea or concept of shame on you, don't bring shame to the family. If this idea help our community, country to the better way, if you think so, can you make a comment, yes? Or if you think, well, no, if you make a comment, no. If you can make a comment, can you put yes or no? Let's wait maybe 30 seconds. Of course, you can think to yourself, if this idea of shame on you, if this helping our life or in our society now, this idea concept is out of date, what do you think? I see some people say yes. I see people commenting yes. Thank you. So I guess, yeah, maybe this idea of the concept shame on you still can work, or maybe we need now too. And I guess each person have a own idea or way of thinking about this concept. So today again, with this in our mind, I want to share one poem, one person. So this person, So Mr. Akira Chris was born in 1975 in Japan. And then due to an extraordinary situation during childbirth, he was born with cerebral palsy, intellectual disability, and physical handicap. He expressed his insight of his life through a poem. So today I want to share a few poems by Mr. Akira Chris. So this is his first poem. I hope you can see the words, but it said illness, illness, sigh, ha ha. I was hospitalized again due to my illness. I have a fever every time when I'm exhausted. What on earth is this? But it is not because of me. It cannot be helped. There are so many things which we cannot do anything about as long as we are alive. So I think he had a handicap and then illness and then disease. And then, however, he says, it's not because of me. It just cannot be helped. So there are so many things we cannot do about as long as we are alive. So for himself, he was born with those illness. So there are nothing he can do. So in a way, as he is writing this poem, he is accepting. We can see his acceptance of his life as it is. So he was born in this way, and then he is saying, it is me, including my illness. That is me. Ultimate acceptance of himself as he is. So I think in the last sentence, there are so many things which we cannot do anything about as long as we are alive. So not only illness in this poem, don't you think this sentence apply to my life, our life here? There are so many things we cannot do beyond our control. But once we can learn, accept, this is truth. This is the truth of life. Once we can learn to accept, we can feel more relaxed, like Mr. Chris saying. And then another poem is, so I hope again you can see the words. Yeah? So title is, I heard I bring shame to my cousins. I heard I bring shame to my cousins. I'm the one who won't be welcomed by cousins for their wedding ceremony. They said, you are an embarrassment. I was told many times. How can they say such a thing? What if you were in my case? I feel miserable. I don't mind if you don't want to invite me, but it is hard if you treat me as if I don't exist. You can't ignore my life as I'm living a life of human beings. I'm proud of this life because my mom gave birth to me and brought me into this world. But I feel pity for my mom. So what do you think about this poem? So we can imagine the situation, yeah. So he was, since he has a handicap and then physical handicap, also intellectual disabilities. Yeah. For some cousins, they are telling him, "Don't come to our wedding. You are embarrassment. If you come to our wedding, people will pointing finger on you and then talking about you. So don't come to our wedding. You are embarrassment." And also he's saying, yeah, how they can say such a thing. Think about if you were in my case. Do you want to hear such words? But that was true. For them, for cousins, this person is with a handicap is not something they can accept. And there also he is saying, you cannot ignore my life. I'm here. I'm breathing, inhale, exhale. I'm here. Don't ignore my life. I'm here. I'm living. But for cousins, other people, they're treating him as if you don't exist. Yeah, so we can imagine in this world, in his life, nobody understands him. Nobody accepts him. Nobody loves him. Nobody embracing him except his own mother. Yeah? He said, I'm proud of this life because my mom gave birth to me and brought me into this world. So in his life, maybe everybody in the world don't accept him. Everybody in the world may tell him, you are embarrassment. But for his mother loving him, accepting him, understands him, and then totally calling, you are just right as you are. Yeah, so for him, this one person, mother, by having this mother who embrace, accept him, his life is begin to shining. So he can feel, oh, I'm not alone. My life is fulfilled because of the love my mom giving to me. And at the same time, the last sentence, but I feel pity for my mom. So yeah, he can also know, yeah, he receiving love from his mother. Also, he can tell because of his existence, there are so many people, cousin or other people, telling his mother such an embarrassment. So he can feel how sad his mother is going through. But his mother is forever loving and accepting Mr. Chris as he is. So I think in this poem, the person is a mother. However, this person can be spouse, brother, sister, or friends, uncle, auntie, if there is even only one person who never ever abandoned or forever accepting, understanding, embracing. If in our life, if we can have such a person, even one person, don't you think our life is fulfilled? In other words, yeah, we are looking for, we are seeking somebody who always perfectly accepts me, no judgment, no make a distinction in my life. Whatever happens in my life, this person forever loves me and accepts me. Don't you think we are looking for this person in our life? So this, yeah, shame on you, shame on you. We learn or we are grown up through hearing this word as a concept or idea, shame on you. So this is shame on you, a shame. It has a lesson or a meaning. So it's like a prevention and then break. Yeah. So if we have a sense of feeling shame, yeah, and then it can prevent us from doing something bad. Yeah. If we have an idea of don't bring shame to the family, if we can remember, oh, if I do this, maybe I make my family or brother, sister going through embarrassment. I shouldn't do this. Or break. Yeah. So maybe I may do, if I don't have this sense of embarrassment or shame on me, I may behave in this way. But because of this concept or idea, it helped me to stop doing something bad and then guides our life in different way. So concept of shame on me, shame on you can help us prevention and break. And also we know that sometimes there are situations or family when one family member did something really bad. The rest of the family may tell, hey, you did such a bad things. You brought a shame to our family. You are no longer our family member. Go out. That can happen, yeah? Or their situation easier. One person did something really bad. And then, however, because they are family, blood relations, they cannot have a disconnection or separation from each other. So therefore, community or people may see the entire family in that way. Oh, that is a family. From this family member did something bad. So it's like a case by case, and then also therefore we do have a words of the dysfunctional family. Dysfunctional family. So we have a even different case or situation. And then therefore in this shame on you teaching us is to have a person who helps me recognize my shame and yet cherish and accept me. Yeah, when we say like a pointing finger to others, yeah, shame on you. But again, if we see the fingers, yeah, two fingers pointing to other person, but the rest of the finger pointing to me. So shame on you means also reflection on myself. How about myself? How about me? Yeah, and then what do you think we may feel if we do something really bad? It's like a shameful behavior. Then when your family member telling you, I understand you did really bad, but still I love you. Still I cherish you. If the family member tells you in that way, how do you feel? Don't you think we feel more sorry for our action, what we did? It could be easier if a family member tells you, you are such a shame. Go out. You are no longer our family member. Go out. We may feel, it cannot be helped, go out. But if a family member said, I understand you did really bad, but still, I love you. I cherish you. If we hear such words, we have a more deep, profound reflection on what we did and really sorry. At the same time, we feel so happy and then joyful. I have a person who always embracing me, accepting me, even if I did such a thing. So therefore, this is something today I want to share with you. It's like Amida Buddha's compassionate calling voice of come as you are. Yeah, as a shame on you is also in Buddhism teaching. Yeah, it's a reflection on my life too. In Buddhism teaching, we learn be kind, be gentle, be compassionate, less desire, less attachment. However, when I see myself, yeah, it comes out. Yeah, it's a behavior action. I'm supposed to stop doing that. However, I cannot stop it. It's to myself, it's a shame on me. It's my nature. But I can see in that because I encounter Amida Buddha's compassion calling to me in the embrace of Amida Buddha, in teachings of Buddhism. Yeah, there's a lesson or teaching, be kind, be gentle. In front of that teaching, my true nature is revealed. I cannot do that. Still my ego comes out. My desire never learn how to stop it. In myself, it's a shame on me. Then for Buddha, Buddha is so sad. All my Satya life, still I'm having a difficulty, creating a difficulty. Buddha is so sad. Therefore, Buddha never say, never give up on my life. Buddha never say, you are out. You are no longer my protection. Because I'm living such a life of shame on me. Buddha is so sad. Therefore, Buddha promise, I'll forever cherish you, accept you whatever happens. No shame on you. Just come as you are. So this is a Buddha's compassion, knowing, observing my behavior, my acts of embarrassment in my life. Knowing that, therefore, Buddha says, just come as you are. So this just come as you are does not mean we can do whatever we want to do. Yeah, there is a tears in Buddha. Like a family member, when they say, I love you, I cherish you, it does not mean we can continue to behave in a way we want. There is a tears of our family members. In the same way, when Buddha said, come as you are, it including Buddha's tears. I'm so sad, Satoshi, with your life. Therefore, I get to save you. I get to guide you. Just come as you are. So again, to including myself, by receiving Buddha's compassion wisdom, by learning shame on me, it becomes a prevention and then break. Before we say something, before we do something, before we think something, if we have this idea of, I have somebody who is so sad about my life, my action behavior, and this person also loves me, accepts me, whatever I'm going through, it becomes our guidance and then reflection. And then when we receive it as Namo Amida Butsu, it becomes our refuge and then guidance. Then we call it Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. I'm receiving Buddha's tears of compassion, also Buddha's great compassion, forever loves, accepts, embraces me, whatever I'm going through. As a final conclusion, may I ask you putting your hand together in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Namanda Namanda. Now we do have a unison reading, our pledge. Reaching out to others, I'll share a smile and gentle words, just like the Buddha who always calls out with aloha. Breaking away from my greed, anger, and ignorance, I'll try to live in peace and in harmony, just like the Buddha who shares tranquility and kindness with all. Moving forward from self-centeredness, I'll share a life of joy and sorrow with others, just like the Buddha whose caring heart always embraces us. Realizing that I live because of others, I'll strive to live life to the fullest with an attitude of gratitude, just like the Buddha who promises to embrace us all. Now we do have a Nembutsu chanting. Please put your hands together in Gassho.
Nembutsu, Namo
Omi no Butsu. Namandob, 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 namandob. So again, thank you so much for your time today. And then I want to share some announcements. So this coming Sunday is the only online live service. The message is by myself, not the Reverend Hatta, by myself. And then title is Imagine. Also next Monday is a message for children by myself, and then title is Lucky 7. Since it's September 7 and 7 p.m. Lucky 7. Also Tuesday is Learning Buddhism. So now we're moving to another chapter, that is Four Noble Truth number 3, that is transcending bittersweet. How we can transcend this life of bittersweet. And then Wednesday next week is 7 o'clock. The title is Why Are You So Mean to Me? And then also since September, we'll observe Peace Day. We do again asking people submission of the photo of moment of peace. So you can take a picture, any scene or nature, anything you feel. Oh, this is a moment of peace. If you can take a picture and then send it to our email. So if you go to Facebook page, you can find the information in detail. The deadline is September 7, 12 o'clock noon. So please check your cell phone or take a picture. You think, oh, this is a moment of peace. Yeah, I think as of now we are under this situation, I think it's a good practice chance to look around in your life. There is a moment of peace has been there, which we may not see it. But with this idea, if you looking around, you may find, oh, I have so many moments of peace in my life. So again, by September 7th, please submit your photos. So again, thank you so much for your time. So again, still we are having cases are increasing COVID-19. So please stay safe and healthy. When you go out, make sure wear your mask and then having a social distance and then good hygiene. Again, whatever action we may do, at the same time as it is, shall help myself and then others. Yeah. Again, what we do has an impact, not only in my life, also that of others. So let us do our part to protect myself and then people we love and then care. So thank you so much for your time today. Have a peaceful Wednesday night, also a beautiful Thursday. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Bye bye.